right, here we are. Heartbreaking defeat for the Perth Scorchers. Oh, boy. I thought we were on here, Hamish Brayshaw, for BatChat, but the Scorchers lose on the last ball. I'm rattled by the last ball of the match, losing to the Scorchers.
The last over of the match hurts.
Yeah, AJ tied with the last over. Pretty tough assignment.
He's done it a million times, though, is the thing. And I said to Em, I think I went the early crow because he got the ball, and I said to Em, I was like, he's the best in the business at this. He's been doing it for however many years, number one wicket taker of the BBL.
Yep.
And, just went for 15 off the last, and not his best over, but controversially, I think, he's been done by this third, bring the extra fielder in from the outer ring.
The Scorchers were running a bit over time.
Yeah, but everyone runs overtime.
Everyone runs overtime, so they have to bring the fielders in one at a time into the inner circle.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, they were done.
Yeah, I'm going to ask our guest about it when they come in.
We will be having a very own Kiwi, our friend of the family, Finn Allen, on for BatChat today. Our import for the first time for the Perth Scorchers, who hit some big runs.
Oh yeah, what did he go? 68 today. I think that was his best knock of this season of the BBL.
And I thought we were on here with Finn, but unfortunately, the Thunder come through and they win it. He is on his way here. Hammer, is this your first?
It's my first game live of the season. I've watched a couple.
How'd you go?
Oh, great, beautiful game. I loved it. I thought we saw some things. Obviously, big collision. We'll get to that later.
Yep.
Some big sixes, some good bowling efforts. But, yeah, I'm just flat and I'm annoyed, actually, and I'd really like to get a player's opinion on it. But this whole waiting at the end of every ball for the DJ to stop playing the music and the Addams Family chant to stop. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, now you're behind and over and you have to give an extra fielder away, which costs the Scorchers the game. So...
Wow.
Yeah, that's,
do we need to write a letter to Cricket Australia right now?
I could write a letter. Anyway, that's just what I'm feeling, a little bit flat about it. But
a couple of positives, though, of the game. Yep. Of course, Finn Allen, who we will speak to, hit some big runs.
Yep.
Cooper Connolly was huge.
Yeah, he's been very good.
Very consistent. The leading run getter
he's almost player of the tournament. So I would say he's probably leading the player of the tournament race.
Wearing the yellow hat.
Yellow cap,
which is very nice to see a Perth Scorcher doing that at this moment in time. As we say goodbyes to some friends here in the Signet Room here at Optus Stadium who, look, it's a really good vibe here. Even though the Scorchers did lose, people are hanging about, having a good time. Shout out to the Perth Scorchers who have had us here for the last couple of games. And we will be here for every other home game of the BBL season while we wait here for Finn Allen. Hammer, you're a can I just chat quickly? You are a Hobart Hurricanes
I'm a Canes
fan.
man. Yep.
You're a Canes guy. How they going this season?
Look, we're getting there or thereabouts. We've just never really been awesome, which is disappointing. And I'll stop you there. I mean, I'd like to see us go well, but
we're all about the Perth Scorchers.
We're Scorchers today.
All right, we're going to welcome in.
We're going to welcome in Finn.
Come in there, mate. It's very as Hammer. Hello, mate. I'm Dan. Nice to see you.
Pull up a stool.
Come sit down, mate. We'll fix up the camera and just chuck the headphones in when you're ready. There's a left and a right there for you.
That'll do.
You can hear us all right? There we go.
You got me?
You got us?
Brilliant.
Yeah, great. And we'll get your mic going as well. We were just talking about the Scorchers game. Unfortunately, losing on the last ball of the innings. Heartbreak here for the Perth Scorchers. Finn, thank you for joining us, mate. Really appreciate you jumping in. The first time that we actually get to speak to you. How did you see it this game, and your thoughts generally for the last game?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we got a pretty competitive score. It kind of ebbed and flowed the whole game, didn't it? Which is pretty tough. I mean, it was always nice to get up and win those games, but Shafane, he played pretty well, so yeah, it's pretty tough.
So you came in just like a hurricane off the top of the season. First ball 6 of the entire competition, which was huge.
It was big. Second ball was even bigger.
Second ball bowled. I think we've talked. I've seen a couple of interviews you talking about it. But today you really went whack. What was that like hitting actual runs?
Actual runs, it was nice to get double digits. I mean, always try and chuck in a good fast start for the boys. I think with Hersey there, we were just talking. It was just a good time, to be honest. It's always more fun when you're whacking it around. So that was good. It was a good day.
What's your mindset going into that? Because obviously you want to hit it, and you want to hit it quickly. You're not just like trying to get your eye in, hit some back. You're going big quickly. Is that just sort of how you play? Is that your game?
I really wanted to get a hold of Lockie. He's got the wood over me the last few games. We played against each other, so I really wanted to get him. And then, I guess I just tried to carry momentum through. Like I said, with Hersey, we just tried to keep talking to each other. He'd plink the twos and I'd try and hit the sixes, and we'd go from there.
Yeah, what's your experience been like in Perth since you've been over here?
Well, it was a tough start. But it's awesome. I mean, it's my first time here. The boys have been great. Cottesloe Beach has probably been my main spot. Yeah. Daisies. Yeah, we've seen a few of the good spots with the boys. So I had a great time.
The fans got around you tonight. There was a couple of signs saying, "I fear I never doubted you." And when
a few saying sorry.
Yeah, a few were saying sorry. They were flying over the fence, and the crowd was loving it. But a record attendance here tonight, I think, in home and away.
Around the 46,000. That's huge.
And there was a few chanting your name. But I want to ask a question that I was talking about before. I'm not going to swear on this, but I thought it was ridiculous at the end. The rule where you lose a fielder from the outer ring in the last because of the time delay. What is it like as a batsman? Because it felt like in our innings, the top of everyone's mark, we're waiting for the music to stop or the people to clap, and it's like, how can that be a delay? And I'm wondering if, as a batsman, it's like, I'm just waiting for the people to stop clapping the Adams Family chant.
Yeah, it's tough. You also don't get any allowance for wickets, so it's pretty hard when we got four fasties playing to have that. So it's a bit of a shame, but that's bad. I've never batted that long, so I don't know what it's like at the back end. But it's hard. It's a shame for sure.
What's it like when you're hitting runs here in Perth? The furnace. Optus Stadium is going off. I was hitting people to the next to me when you were hitting runs. It's good as a fan just watching you go to work. What's it like when you're out there with the bat?
Mate, it's electric. It's probably the best atmosphere I've ever played in front of, to be honest. It feels like India, like the way that they go out and they scream at you and everything. It's insane. Most biased crowd probably I've ever played in front of, which is so good. But it's incredible. Even when we're in the field, we take a wicket or when they hit a six, it's dead quiet. It's brilliant. It's pretty funny.
There was a couple of good catches, couple of drop catches as well. You took a pretty nice one in the field as well. What was that like?
That was a lot of mayo on that. Honestly, I just saw it and I thought I wasn't going to get there at first. Forgot how athletic I am, and then but I just stuck the mid out, and luckily it stuck.
It's a bit of a sour one. Have you ever seen anything like that in the field with the boys in the first innings? Back with a flight collision like that?
Oh, mate, it's awful. I was watching the Auckland-Canterbury game back home this morning, and a similar thing happened. Both boys popped their AC joints, and awful. But I didn't see it. I was in the changing room. But
I don't know if you've seen much football since you've been here, or if you've paid any attention to our sport, but that sort of stuff is a rarity in that, and it's a full contact sport.
Yeah.
It's I hope they're all right, but it's gee whiz.
What have you seen of AFL? Because obviously
that's a good question.
we are BackChat, but for tonight's sake, we are BatChat, which is a completely different podcast. But we're obviously mainly footy focused. What have you seen so much of the AFL so far?
Honestly, it's probably just being around the Aussie boys overseas. I think America this year we had a few Aussie boys that were pretty die-hard fans, so I watched a bit in the team room. But honestly, I haven't seen much. I'd love to go to a game. But it can't be any more boring than cricket at times. So
nothing boring about it, mate. Nothing boring about it. What do you do? It's obviously the travel and stuff, but when you're here, you said Cottesloe Beach, you said Daisies. What's been your favourite things about Perth?
Those two things. The coast is good. It's so relaxed here, I love Sydney, Melbourne, all that sort of stuff, but it's so relaxed. It's nice and chill, and then you kind of get to get a taste of those things for a few away trips and stuff. But it's nice, relaxed. It's a good vibe. The beaches are awesome. The Cottesloe's got a net, so it's safe to swim at.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't be going anywhere near it. I had one morning I was going for a swim, went to the cot net, got home. My girlfriend said, "Why didn't you just go to City Beach?" And then later on the news that night, there was a 5.5 metre great white. So that was pretty smart.
Staying away from that.
What's the New Zealand beach like compared? Are there more sharks, less sharks, colder?
Way less sharks.
Way less.
Probably a little bit colder. Depends where you go. I'm from Auckland, and I guess an hour north there's kind of some pretty good spots that are pretty mean. But no, there's not as many sharks, that's for sure.
What's it like in the room? I mean, it must be pretty rough because I've never played AFL, but I imagine Hammer, for you, losing on the last ball of a match must be close to
It's a kick after the siren.
Kick after the siren. The mood in the rooms, how do you go back and just sort of bounce back from this sort of thing?
Yeah, it's tough. It always hurts because you always feel like you're in the game and you've got it by the scruff. So, it's tough. But, I mean, we're a pretty resilient group, pretty experienced group. It's a great game of cricket. 46,000 fans probably had a great time. So it's pretty good. You go away and you think, well, what could we have done better? Little things, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, we lost. So it doesn't matter. You move on and you take the good with the bad and I guess shift on. We got another game on the 7th. So you got to turn around pretty quick. Goldfish memory.
And once the dust is settled and everyone, you can walk in there and say, boys, I mean, what more do you want from me?
What else can I do?
Hang on a minute. The shoulders are a bit sore, 68. AJ, 15 off the last. Come on, what more do you want from me?
Yeah, it's the bowlers.
Yeah, when the dust
this
settles.
is where batters turn on bowlers hard. No.
Absolutely. I don't know if I'm allowed to ask this, and Holly, apologies if that's the case. So Mitch Marsh, obviously not in the Test team, potential to join Perth Scorchers.
What else is he doing? There's no more Test
What
matches.
else has he got to do? Is that an exciting sort of opportunity with Mitch possibly entering the
He's
team?
here today.
There he is, Bison.
Bison.
I mean, if we could get him, that'd be amazing. He's obviously not playing this game. Would have been nice to have him, but it's just one of those things, right? Like you get Ingo, Jai, we've got them missing as well. So I mean, if we could have them all, would be a proper side. But it's just one of those things above my pay grade. Just turn up at 4:15 when I'm told and have a little hit. And
Don't get fired, Finn.
Yeah,
Look,
exactly.
sorry, I gave you that question, but I'm going to just give a message. Mitch, if you're listening, Jai, if you're listening, we need you. Come back.
Exactly.
Perth, we want you here at the
boys are
furnace.
back.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a long season, and I want to ask about Cooper Connolly, who's out there wearing the yellow.
I knew this was coming. Every interview is Cooper.
Oh, mate.
Every time.
He's out there wearing a yellow cap. We've got to ask about him because everyone else is looking at him. Again, hitting more runs today. He's a young kid. What do you think of him?
He suits the yellow cap.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, he's proper. I mean, I've said it about 14 different times now in interviews. It's pretty funny, but he's proper. Yeah, he's, we say his temperament, the way he reads situations and goes about his stuff, he's good. He's got power. He's got a good hit on him. He's good.
Do you tell him that you hit a bigger ball than him?
He tells me they keep giving my sixes like 80 odd metres every time.
See, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. What do you reckon the biggest one you've ever hit is?
I think the biggest one on TV is maybe 110.
That's enough.
He's not hitting that.
Well, okay, so you hit a big one. So we sit here at the Signet Room. Again, thanks to the Perth Scorchers, we're here.
Yeah, thanks,
This
guys.
great facility. I reckon you hit one on the opposite side of the ground at the same level as we are. Hammer and I were talking about when we were at the cricket at the Test. Actually, I don't know if you were here.
I don't think I was.
But I was with a couple of mates talking about catching a ball in the stadium. There's a couple of drop catches in the crowd. I reckon if you could aim one here to the Signet Stadium,
You reckon you got it?
I reckon I'm 80% chance of catching it. I'm giving these ones bang straight in the gloves.
You've got very
If you're
small
that confident,
hands.
you got to go one-handed though. It looks way better.
You reckon one-handed?
Yeah,
One-handed in the crowd, diving
What do
over.
you give your chances of percentage of catching it in the field? In the crowd.
Oh, a 6 is coming in hot.
Yeah.
many beers though?
Real hot. I've had a few. I reckon I'd give myself 30% chance.
30.
Yeah.
Finn,
That's fair.
what are you giving yourself?
Oh, me?
Yeah, obviously you'd be.
No, if you're just a tender, having a couple of beers in the game.
Yeah, you're probably 30%, 40%.
30?
Yeah,
it's
I
just a
reckon.
big hit. Like it comes
Depends
in
how
quick.
it's going. You've probably got punters diving all over you as well.
Yeah,
and
you're coming in for a crowd catch. It's a hard ball. You're just sitting there. You've been fiddling with a soft can, and then all of a sudden this rock's coming at you.
You might be holding a child. Who knows? Well, the next game here is I think the 7th of January here in Perth. Looking forward to that one, Finn. Mate, we hope you're hitting some more runs. Thank you for joining us here on
Thank you.
BatChat. Commiserations on the last ball. I mean, that, again, must be rough. But
Give it 2 days, mate, and then it's not your fault.
2
anymore.
days, exactly.
yeah,
You're away.
again, I want you to walk in just saying, shoulders a bit sore, boys.
Loosen it up.
But thank you for joining us, mate.
Thank you.
For our regular listeners, we do award the Scorcher of the Year. Now, we usually give a 3-2-1 vote system. Hammer, you can give 2 votes. I'm going to just take the one. Finn, you get the bonus as our guest that you get to give 3 votes to someone. And we will, I know I'm just sort of putting you on the spot, and I'm going to talk for a little second while I pad while you think about who you could potentially give 3 votes for. This could be someone who's a player, maybe a physio, could be anyone, someone who's crucial to the Perth Scorchers' success. I think a few times the pyrotechnics person has gotten some votes because of the fire.
Coop would have voted himself.
Coop probably would have voted
vote
himself. Would you like to kick us off with a 3 voter?
Do you know what? Given the circumstances, I'm going to give Gussie, our physio, 3 points.
Yeah.
He's had to deal with a broken nose.
Yep.
Yeah, a few things going on. So I reckon, Gussie MVP today.
Gussie, 3 votes.
That's huge.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
Nah, shout out Gus. I reckon, I'm not sure who built the paper plane. I do not condone throwing of paper planes onto the ground, but there was one that went from the top tier to about the pitch, which was pretty good. I don't like that. You're not getting votes. 2 votes for me, the Wild Thing. I don't think he would have got 3 votes if he still played the Wild Thing on the way out.
Yep.
We don't like that because he's, that's who he is. But he was lightning quick. I don't like how they don't show how quick every ball is on the screen.
Yep,
I would like that to come back.
I think he hit a 146.
He did get a 146, but no, he was very, very good today. I think he took 3, should have took 4, but was very good.
Yep, I'm going to give my 1 vote to, it sounds rough, but Cooper Connolly.
Yeah, pretty stiff that Finn didn't get. He hit 68, was the best batsman.
No, we can't give votes for.
Sorry, mate.
Actually, you know what?
Unlucky.
Cooper, I know you don't listen to this. Cooper, you're out.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. You've got no votes.
I'm not coming back.
Finn, you're in.
Go back to Cot,
You're
mate.
in with the 1
Enjoy
vote.
daisies. That's so stiff, yeah. No,
1 vote for
surely.
Finn.
I thought you were going to give him, that's why I didn't give him 2.
You should have given him 2.
I was assuming you were going to get 1 on the back end.
Very good. 3-2-1 votes for the Scorcher of the
Well done, Gus.
Yeah,
well done,
Gus.
Shout out Gussie.
Yeah, shout out Gussie.
Yeah, well done.
We will be back with
will be
BatChat
Yep.
on the 7th here at Optus Stadium for the Perth Scorchers game. Any lasting thoughts from you, Hammer, that you want to kick us off with?
I'd just really like the next time around that if the Adams Family chant stops right on the buzzer, we can get things going and we don't lose another field.
And also, I'm going to add to that, if we can get the Wild Thing song
let's get that thing
when
back.
Lance Morris, Joan, that,
how does it go?
I reckon that got him a wicket every single time last season. Holly, I'm sorry if
we're running overs.
Here. Finn,
Ask
thank you so much
questions.
again
Thank you, Finn.
No
for
worries.
joining
Thanks
us.
for having me.
And we'll see you next time at BatChat.
There you go.